Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pick 3 here, coming at you with some digits that dropped today in Kansas. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And without any further ado, let's get started. So this one is for someone that is really awesome and I would consider to be high up there in the Pick 3 community on YouTube. They were asking about my technique when I do my third, tic-tac-toe grid, how I use the mirror numbers to one side and the flip numbers to the other. So I was just going to throw down in a quick example here. This is my chart that I use, and so we've got our mirror numbers and our flip numbers. I really don't understand how necessarily the flip numbers work. The mirror numbers, or the mirror numbers could also be called sister numbers, but yet a lot of people will say flip numbers when they're really talking about the mirror numbers, and it gets very confusing. So I just wanted to go over a quick example here of what I'm talking about, okay? So we've got our mirror numbers, we've got our flip numbers. So when I do my 317 rundown, I will also do 3 tic-tac-toe grids, and this is just going to be the third one that I do, that I usually do along the side of it. So hopefully you guys can see this all right. And we're just going to use today's numbers that dropped as an example. So today, which is the 9th of March, 2020, it's actually my dog's birthday. Don't worry, I'll tell her that you said happy birthday. We had our mid numbers, and then we have our eve numbers. So why did I'm just figuring this out here. Okay, I see what I did. All right, so let's just go off of our mid numbers today. Okay, so last night we had 882 that dropped. So we were doing our rundown for today's midday drawing. And today's midday drawing, I guess I could show you my book. See the confusion. The reason why I get confused is because I put 3-9 mid, 3-9 eve. So I'm like, wait, did I already do the mids for today and the eve? But this is going to be a little bit different of a video because I have not yet checked the evening draw, and it's been out for probably at least 30 minutes. So but I'm going to use this as just an example for this tic-tac-toe grid. So our numbers that dropped today here in Kansas for midday were 219. So this is just for this for anybody that has questions about. So I do the 317 rundown, and then I do 3 tic-tac-toe grids. This is the third tic-tac-toe grid. So instead of doing the numbers horizontal or like diagonally like I do on the first two, on the third one I do the numbers up and down. So I would go like this, 219. And then I take that number and I do the flips on the left side. So if you flip a 2, you get a 5. If you flip a 1, you get a 4. And if you flip a 9, you get a 2. And on the right side, I do my mirrors. So the mirror of 2 is 7. The mirror of 1 is 6. And the mirror of 9 is 4. My question is, and if anybody knows the answer to this, is I can understand the mirrors, but these flips are confusing because I was just thinking about it. So basically, let's just use 1 as an example, you've got 1. If you mirror 1, you've got 6. If you flip a 1, you've got 4. But if you look down at this bottom part, an 8 flipped is a 1, so what does that mean? So is a 1 also an 8? I don't know. I really have no clue because I've been using, sometimes when I flip numbers or when I'm looking at my charts, when I'm doing a rundown, I will look at these bottom numbers and look up above them. And that's helped me. I've noticed that happens sometimes too. So I don't really know what is going on there. It's just my brain can't comprehend that type of a thing. So if anybody knows how to explain it better, or you can explain it to me, it might take several tries, but I would love to know. But basically, so the way that I see it, a 1 could either be a 1, a 6, a 4, or an 8, which is almost half of the freaking numbers, 0 through 9. So I don't know. Anyways, so yes, this is just like a refresher or some information to help you guys out. We got the mirror numbers and the flip numbers. Now, today, what we're going to do differently is, like I said, I have not checked the draw for the evening time. So, let's see here. So, I'm just going to go through what I normally do when I'm not filming. And so just follow along with me here. Let me make sure that you guys can see all right. Okay. I know I want to make sure you guys can see. Okay. So this was the rundown we did with my last video. This is the rundown that I personally did today after our midday numbers came out, which was 219. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and start my 317 and my tic-tac-toes for the numbers that came out this evening, which I have not checked yet. I did play 174, and I know that that's one of the ones on the list of due numbers, so we'll see here. So let's go ahead, and this is going to be for tomorrow, which is going to be the 10th. And it's going to be for the midday draw, because we have 2 draws here in Kansas. So, okay. So 310 mid. And so let's start this off here. So we got our 3, our 1, and our 7. And now I've got to check to see what the numbers were. Actually, before I even go to that, we got to find out what the numbers were so we can look and see where it was on our 317 run down there. If I can get this to open. Okay, it looks like, really? It's the same. I'm using my my work phone here, so bear with me. Okay, there we go, 540. So, 540 was the numbers that were called tonight. I played 174. So look, it's gonna come eventually. It might be 10 years from now and $200,000 later, but at least I'll get my $500 when it does come out. Okay, so 540, let's see where that was in relation to our date number, which was 2. So I put boxes around these 2s, that's why, because that's the date number. I got the date number from adding 9 plus 3, which is 12, and you drop the 1, so it's a 2 for a date number. So I've got, like, right, see, this is in the hot zone. This should have been played. I should have at least got an innie on this one, because this has been happening so often. We got the 0, we've got the 5, and we've got the 4. I've been calling that when it makes that, because when you connect it, when you connect those, I've been calling those greater than, less than. And actually, let me just get sidetracked intentionally to show you what I was doing earlier. This thing came up, and I was like, I was doing my monthly, our monthly numbers that I've shared here. I was doing that, and I was like, well, I've gotten literally every single combination that's came out this month besides 449 and 776 has been in the rundown. So what I thought was, like, what I should do is just do a whole bunch of the rundowns and then mark on each rundown where, so the blues would be the nighttime. So the first draw of the day, midday, it was not anywhere touching on this grid, okay? But the nighttime, it was, and that's what the number was. I highlight all the numbers, I don't just do the 3, and it may not be in right order, but I think it was something like 562. So see how that is like, it's like, that one isn't like a greater than, because it's not the actual angle. Like this would be the greater than or less than sign. You know what I'm talking about, right? Math. I love these crosses. Pray for the win. We've got, I love the L's too. I call the ones that, this is another greater than, less than, greater than, less than. I call the ones that, X, we got the X. I call these ones, these are actually the holy ones, so don't even mind the cross. We've got the holes because basically this one, which was the one that was last night, or that was today's, 219. So we got the 9, the 2, the 9, the 1, the 1, the 2. See how that happens? So I thought it would be interesting to just chart and or pattern, look at for the patterns and all that. But this is like an example of like how the numbers will fall or inside of the rundown. So that was just something I wanted to share with you real quick. And let's get back to the busyness. So we have the 540, which came out tonight. So we had 054. We would also include this 4 right here. So we got that 450. Oh, we got this 4 right here. That's why I said this is something that should have been done, because when you have these numbers that are like this, where basically you can like see, and I think that this is the same exact pattern as the one of the ones as far as like where it fell, but I call this square the hot zone. And I'm not seeing 450 on our tic-tac-toes. See, the 317 is the one that I do where I know that more than likely the next draws combination will be in there, probably either touching the date number or inside the hot zone. And then my tic-tac-toe grids, they do happen often, but I don't rely on just the tic-tac-toe by itself, because that's just not how I like to do it. And if you see here, I did get, these are the 3 or the 5 numbers that I jotted down. I did get the 4 and the 0 right on this one, 40, see that? So that would have been a pair, you know? Well, maybe because they're not touching, but I don't know. Yeah, 540, 40. Well, anyways, let's get on to the rundown for today. I really don't want to make this a very long video, so I'm going to speed through this here. It just takes forever to upload, and I really like to upload as early as possible. 5 plus 1 is 6, 7, 7, 14, 7, 4, 11, 6, 7, 6, 1, 7, 3 plus 1 is 4, 7, 8. We are due for a 7. 8, 8, 15, 9, 10, 3, 12, 6, 9, 2, 16, 13, 9 and 3, 5, 4, 0. Okay, so we started off with our 540. I personally, I like to include the 317 because I've noticed that sometimes the combinations will fall from and out of that. So I keep that as part of it. So what do we have? 11, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Because we have, okay, so we have both of the winning numbers sandwiched with the others. They're like holding that in. But we always keep our 317, or I always keep it up on there touching, because I've noticed that can sometimes be where the winning numbers are at. So I'm just going to do my quickly. So we had 540, so I'm going to put 540, 540, 540. And what do we got here? So we're going to count up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count down, that 0 would be a 10. So we do 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And then we flip our 5, so we got an 8. We flip our 4, and we got a 7. We flip our 0, and we got a 3. We mirror our 5, we got a 0. We mirror the 4, we got a 9. We mirror the 0, and we got a 5. So I count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I mark this 6, 7. So there's my hot zone. And let's go ahead and do the date number. We got, it's 310. 10 plus 3 is 13, so we're looking at 3 as our date number. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to just put a square around all the 3s that are here. So we got 3, 3, trace, 3, See, when I see two pairs, like a date number paired together, as well as being in my hot box or hot zone, I more than likely am going to be playing a 3, especially since we had 5-4 in this combination here. That makes me want to play 6 and 3, you know, because it would be like 3-4-5 or 4-5-6. We also have a 0, and that tells me that we're going to have a double, either the next draw or the one after that, and that's what's just happens here in Kansas. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. Did I get that on? Okay, so I definitely would want to play this 33, and I know that yeah, that's a due. That's one of the pairs that are due, and I just know that from the website pick34.com, which you should definitely check out if you're into playing this type of lottery game. I'm also seeing these double zeros. I like the 700, so I'm going to suggest that to myself and to you if you would like to play it. The 33s, what sounds good. 033, I like 033. I like 303 too. We did have an 808, so I'm going to copy that and do a 303 because you know 3's mirror is 8. And let's see here. 774. We had 776 just happened recently, so but this is Kansas. You know how they do. I like the 900 as well. 090 might be better though. That looks like something funky that might happen here. That's a 0, not a 6. I'm working on my penmanship, so bear with me. 509, 550. I'm just talking out loud here, so 626, 919, 210, 21, 105, 105. Okay, 105. 174. You know I always find that 174. 741, 165, 155, 105, 178, 125, 216, 1. This is just what I do when I'm trying to look for like ones that are falling somewhere in here multiple times. 619, 614, which would be the flip of a 9. 619. Okay, I see how this is right here. 619. Then we've also got 691. I just like that. That's kind of what I'm talking about. That's how they do it sometimes. So let's see here. Okay, so we got the 4 numbers here. I'm going to leave it at that. I want to thank you again for watching my videos. Share it with your friends, especially if they are learning how to play Pick 3, because I think that my channel will help the beginners, because I would consider myself a beginner, but I really truly do love playing it. I love doing all these workouts and stuff, and so I enjoy sharing the information. Whenever I find something out, I'm definitely going to share it with you guys, because that is the goal of this channel, is to help people get that money. So anyways, thanks again, and as usual, happy number picking. Goodbye.